The Dallas Cowboys look like the great pretenders in the NFC. This was just one bad game that they had against the Buffalo Bills. But how many times have we seen it over the last couple of years that they have lost games like this? Zach Martin went out early in this game with a leg injury. They were getting physical with Dak Prescott. I will say this, before I get into the whole meat and potatoes in this game, Dak Prescott was sliding down, but the Buffalo Bills were letting that man have it. I believe a lot more flags should have went towards the Dallas Cowboys' way, but you have to say this right here. They did have a lot of flags go their way in the Seattle Seahawks game, but they were hitting Dak Prescott a lot in this game for sure. They're not a physical football team. And I said this a couple weeks ago. They're a flashy football team. The Dallas Cowboys do not like physicality. That's why the San Francisco 49ers always give them problems. And that's why they're not an elite caliber team for me. Dak Prescott is the MVP, all right, the most valuable pretender in the NFL. If he's an MVP, you go out and you keep this game close and maybe you even go win this game. But the performance that he had was one of the worst performances in his career. 21 of 34 for 134 passing yards and 1 interception. 0 passing touchdowns. That's 6.5 yards a throw. That is ridiculous. CeeDee Lamb had more yards per catch than Dak Prescott had yards per throw. CeeDee Lamb had 7 catches for 53 yards. Dak Prescott is not an elite level quarterback. I've said this over and over again. They have hit their ceiling with Dak Prescott, and it's just past this game right here. Look at how many games they have lost in this fashion. They have lost to the San Francisco 49ers over and over again because Dak Prescott cannot beat elite level defenses. What he does is this. He'll go out, he'll beat up on the bad teams, he'll pass for 3 to 4 passing touchdowns. You look at his numbers, man, Dak Prescott's a baller, but when he comes against some of those top defenses in the NFL, he gets exposed because they get physical with him. They get physical at the line of scrimmage. A lot of these bad football teams don't have pass rush. He got a lot of pass rush in his face today, and he was not able to stay upright. He folded like a lawn chair. And that's who Dak Prescott is. This is a football team. With Dak Prescott at the helm, yes, they can win a playoff game for sure. But what happens when you get to the second round? They always flame out. And it's going to be even worse this season because you don't have your top corner in Trevon Diggs. I understand DaRon Bland has all the pick sixes, all those good things, but look at what DK Metcalf did to him a couple weeks ago. And you can say, hey, that's a bad game. A lot of teams are going to use that against DaRon Bland in the future, and he has to be a better corner with this team. I actually like DaRon Bland. I think that he is a good corner, but he's no Trevon Diggs. And Stephon Gilmore has been very good this season. He has turned his career completely around. And another thing about this defense, they're missing Leighton Vander Esch. Now, you can clown Leighton Vander Esch and say that he's overrated. He is valuable to this team because he can go out there and he can help stop the run. What happened today against the Buffalo Bills cannot happen in the playoffs if the team is serious about making a deep playoff push because James Cook looked like O.J. Simpson today. He was giving this team a miswork in that run game. They could not stop him and they could not cover him in space either. Majority of the offense came from James Cook. He had 179 rushing yards and 1 touchdown. He had 7 yards a carry. 7 yards a carry. That is ridiculous. And Josh Allen didn't do much in this game, but Josh Allen was running the football as well, and they had a tough time taking him down. Josh Allen was 7 to 15 on the day for 94 passing yards and 1 touchdown. Majority of the damage was done in the run game because of the weather. And the one thing about the Dallas Cowboys, they're not a consistent running the football team. They can't run the football consistently. They can't do that. One thing about Tony Pollard, he is a very good running back when he's able to feed off someone else. What made him so good last season and so attractive on the field to Jerry Jones and so many other people that are fans in Cowboys Nation, he was able to come in and give Ezekiel Elliott relief duty. But what happens when you need 3 to 4 yards that Ezekiel Elliott could give you at times? They need a power back. They don't have that on this team. When Tony Pollard is at his best is when he can come in and he can be that lightning to that thunder. They don't have that right now. Tony Pollard is the lead back. And guess what? Tony Pollard is a very good running back. I'm not saying that he's not, but they're going to need to go out there and get a running back that can get 2 to 3 yards when it's 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 2, when they can get that extra push and he can fight for extra contact. Tony Pollard is more of an electric running back, and his numbers are very good. He can catch the football at the backfield. He has very good speed, but he's not a running back that's meant to get the football 20, 25 times a game off of just pure carries at the backfield. That's not his skill set. That's not what he's best at. And I look at this as well. Against top competition, where the hell is Brandon Cooks at? When this team goes against winning teams and top defenses, where is Brandon Cooks? 2 catches for 10 yards. Nowhere to be found. Jake Ferguson is a beast. I like Jake Ferguson. Ferguson's slander will not be tolerated on this channel because he has been the top tight end for this team this season. He has been very good and has been a very good safety blanket with this team this season. But Brandon Cooks has to be better against elite level competition. It seems like he just gets phased out, and Dak Prescott just 100% misses him as well. Like what happened in the first Philadelphia Eagles game. Brandon Cooks was wide open in the red zone when they were in the goal line situation, and he didn't see him. He tried to put the football to the tight end. He was just a couple inches away from scoring a touchdown. It's little plays like that. The Dallas Cowboys are still a very good football team, but they're not true Super Bowl contenders, and they're not a team that's meant to go out there and make a deep playoff run, because in the playoffs, teams are going to be able to run the football consistently. They can't do that. Tony Pollard had 2 rushing touchdowns at the start of the season against the New York Giants. He went a long stretch without scoring another rushing touchdown. They're an inconsistent football team when it comes to running. And that's not going to be able to help you out in the playoffs, because one thing we know about Dak Prescott, he is turnover prone against some of these elite level defenses like the San Francisco 49ers and like we saw today against the Buffalo Bills, even though it was in bad weather conditions. I still like the Dallas Cowboys, and I think that they'll go out there and they'll beat the first team they play in the playoffs, because more than likely it'll be that NFC South division winner. But with that being said, this team is in trouble. They're trying to make a serious Super Bowl push. But let me know in the comment section below, am I overreacting to one game? If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like button. Most importantly, want each and every last one, guys, stay safe, stay positive. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Peace.